Often in interviews, the interviewer will ask a follow-up question based on your answer to a previous question. One answer leads to another question, and so on, until you find that you don't know the answer to the question being asked. This is nothing unusual, and can happen to anyone. There may be situations during an interview in which you find that you don't have a good answer to a question. The first thing you need to do is try to absorb the question. If it is not clear, politely ask the interviewer to repeat the question, or be more specific about what is being asked. Do not think, even for a moment, that it is not acceptable to ask an interviewer to clarify or repeat a question. It is perfectly all right to do so. In fact, in some situations, it gives the impression that you have a good grasp of things and that you want clarification, so you can give the right answer. As the interviewer repeats the question, it will give you time to absorb the information being asked for and to align your thoughts and regain your composure. As you listen carefully, you can form your train of thought and prepare an answer in your mind. Once the interviewer has repeated the question and clarified it, you can then begin to answer. Now, there may be situations in which the question is like a bolt from the blue, and you have absolutely no idea what it is about. In such circumstances, you can politely say that you don't have the answer to the question. However, keep in mind that the manner in which you say that you don't know the answer can have a positive impact. If you bluntly say, "I don't know," it will have a negative impact. If you say, "I'm sorry, but I haven't come across such a situation before," it might have a positive impact. Imagine for a moment that you are the interviewer. Which reply, in your opinion, sounds more pleasing? I bet you will say it is the second one. If it is a behavioral question that asks you to describe a specific situation you have encountered, but it does not apply to you, you can simply say, "I'm sorry, but I have not faced that type of situation before, as my role did not call for any such activity." If the question stumping you is testing your knowledge about any specific topic, you can say, "I'm sorry, but I have never come across this topic." It is not necessary that you know the answers to every question asked in order to get the job. What the employer looks for in most cases is how you would fit into the role and to their company culture. So you may not know everything about the role, but you may still be a good fit if you qualify on many other grounds. Some activities are job-specific, and you learn them only when you have worked in that particular role. Moreover, the same role may require working with different sets of systems in different companies, so the functions of a role may vary from company to company. If you are a good fit overall, you may still get the job without knowing the answers to every question. So don't be rattled if you do not know the answer to a question. You still stand a chance, so focus on your next question. If you don't know the answer and it is the last question of the interview, do not despair. Typically, before concluding the interviewer asks if you have any questions for them. You can use this opportunity to ask some good questions and share your opinion to leave a good impression. All is not lost. If you do not know the answers to some questions, you can still make a good case for yourself that can get you hired.